61 is a good number.
I think we can start. Maybe with your permission, of course.
Let others join.
With your permission, of course.
Let others join.
Right, so shall we begin then? Okay,
Yeah.
Over to you,
That-
Gauri. You can begin.
Yes,
Begin,
ma'am.
let's begin.
Okay, ma'am. A very good evening to one and all. I, Gauri Mahesh, on behalf of the YCC chapter of All Saints College, welcome you all to the orientation program for YCC student leaders across the Kerala chapters. The pandemic COVID-19 that has affected the entire world has highlighted the importance of interactions. Thus, the Young Communicators Club, an initiative by the Public Relations Council of India, has taken up responsibility to energize young minds across various colleges in India. As a proud as Kite and a YCC office bearer, I am really proud that we are hosting the very first official orientation program of the YCC. I now invite Mr. Ramsey Menon, the Director of PRCI YCC Kerala, to welcome all the participants of this program. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, all. This is the first orientation session by YCC, rather for the YCC members in Kerala. I'm glad as a YCC person, we have 11 chapters now, which is, we started the journey from, say, in the month of March, and we have reached up to the 11th chapter with St. Mary's at Thrissur. And it's time, I think, all the PRCI top office bearers, they all felt, I think, they need to share their wisdom, and also the YCC members as well as the faculty coordinators have doubts and clarifications. So an orientation session is necessary. That is why we have organized this. And I'm happy. Who else can handle this session? None other than Geeta Shankarji, who is actually the president of the governing board of PRC and YCC. I think we are honored by your presence, Geeta ji. I hearty welcome to you to this
Thank you so much.
session. And of course, being the host, the All Saints College have taken the initiative. In fact, I'm happy to share this that on the second day after the inauguration chapter, Sonia ma'am has actually called me and say that we need an orientation so that our YCC members have actually got a direction to go with their programs. And also, in fact, I appreciate the fact that Sonia ma'am said, okay, let's not make it for only for us, let's make it for all the chapters. So that is a wonderful gesture on the part of Sonia ma'am. And ma'am, thank you, and I formally welcome you to this occasion. Of course, here being the host, still Kuku ma'am has done all the organizational part. I welcome Kuku ma'am to this session, and all the YCC coordinators here, the 11 YCC coordinators here, a very warm welcome to all of you, and the strength of the YCC movement in Kerala, the YCC members, the official 5 office bearers as well as the executive committee members. Without you all, YCC movement will not happen, and it has not reached even at this point. So your presence and your contribution has got a lot to do with it. I extend a very warm, hearty welcome to all the YCC members, student leaders to this orientation session. And anybody else, anybody who is from PRCI or YCC is present here. In fact, warm welcome from my side. If I have left anyone, please consider this as actually a formal welcome from my. And I think this is not an occasion to make a speech or anything because all of you are actually waiting to interact with Gita ji. And hand over the mic to the. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. We have with us Ms. Geeta Shankar, President of the PRCI YCC Governing Board. As we are all eagerly waiting to listen to her, I now invite Dr. Sonia J. Nair, Department of English, All Saints College, to formally introduce us to our facilitator. Over to you, ma'am.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, Gauri.
Bye, sir.
And thank you, sir, for that very kind introduction that you provided. And good evening and welcome everybody to this orientation program that we have organized. And as Mr. Ram mentioned, it was a very imperative need that we felt on our part that the people, the students who are the leaders of YCC ought to have some form of orientation, a kind of a leadership summit, as it were, so that they will be able to hone their skills better and be able to realize the aims and objectives and goals that the YCC has. So I thought that this would provide an apt direction, and this was something that was mooted by the YCC coordinator of All Saints College, Ms. Kuku Xavier, as well. So it was together that we actually came up with this idea, and I put forward the suggestion. And the reason why we said that we would really want all the colleges from Kerala at least to join this initiative is so that we would be able to communicate and connect across district lines, across institutional lines, so that we can form an effective community, which I think is very very important in order to have those connections which will help us pool our resources and bring out the best in each of us. And talking about bringing out the best in each of us, the person whom the YCC has very kindly offered as resource person here today is a person of extraordinary reach and influence, in the sense that she has a deep understanding of the workings of the human mind and the human nature. She has the ability to help sharpen thought processes and to enhance abilities and to help you, and as well as us, the faculty, to become better versions of ourselves, because Ms. Geeta Shankar has a profile that is par excellence. She spearheads L&D, talent management, leadership development, organizational development initiatives, facilitation and coaching for a global audience, as well as works in the areas of fostering positive relationships in organizations, between organizations, through trainings in areas such as communication, training, media and PR. And she caters to a vast clientele across the world, actually, with an MBA in mass comm, post graduation in economics, and her qualifications extend to being a master NLP, Neuro Linguistics Program practitioner from Florida, and Dale Carnegie. She has a diploma in counseling, life skills, a certified DISC trainer. I mean, we could go on all day, actually. And she has had these great experience in conducting excellent workshops, reaching out to people, kind of honing their talent, seeing something that is good about them, and developing that. And I'm sure that the places that she works in, the companies have been asking her to optimize or maximize the abilities of their workforces. And currently, she's working with an NGO in Bangalore as a communication consultant and an empathy consultant for a client abroad. These are extremely fascinating, facets of work that Ms. Shankar has been doing, and she is a much sought after speaker at a number of industry forums. So and she works towards the ideas of transformation and learning initiatives within organizations. So I'm sure that the experiences and the ideas that she's going to share with us here today are some things that are going to really help us transform our outlook as well as help us position our thought processes much better. So, and actually, what I said earlier, become the best version of yourself is something of a motto that Ms. Shankar herself has put forward as a mantra. So, I'm sure that you're all looking forward to listening to her. And personally, I couldn't be happier to have, her out here because, she can show us how it is done. So, Ms. Shankar, over to you and welcome.
Thank you so much, All Saints College. Okay, and Dr. Sonia Nair, you just sculpted out my profile so well. And in fact, I was listening in, I was awesomely struck by it. Okay, thanks all of you, and Gauri Mahesh and All Saints College reminds me, you know what? My sister-in-law, that is Shankar's sister, was a student of All Saints College. And when I was newly married and I was in Trivandrum, and then she took me once to the college, and then I'm so happy after so many years I'm reconnecting. In fact, I was telling my sister-in-law, who's called Sandhya, telling her that, hey, I'm going to your college, okay. And then so it's, first of all, thank you so much for this lovely opportunity. And it's great being here with all of you all today, with all the young talents today. And I saw in the invite, I'll have to thank All Saints College, the director, Sister Belinda Pereira, the patron, Reverend Mother Mary Francis, Dr. Reshmi R. Prasad, the principal of All Saints College, Dr. Sonia J. Nair, head of the Department of English chairperson, and congratulations, ma'am, you've also the Trivandrum chapter chairperson. Miss Kuku Xavier, the faculty coordinator, Mr. Thomas George, I saw him, and Ram C. Menon. Thank you so much, State Head PRCA and YCC. You're doing such a wonderful job. Thank you so much, and thanks for this lovely opportunity. Well, my dear friends, it is a great being here with all of you. And then now, first of all, you have to understand what is, you all know that what is Young Communicators Club. It is an arm of Public Relation Council of India. Public Relation Council of India is a parent body catering to PR professionals, advertising, academicians, people, or anybody in communication stream. Public Relation Council of India is involved. It is actually a forum where all the like-minded people meet, and then we interact, and then we have lots of functions earmarked in a year. We attend that, and then we bring out a book called Chanakya, our in-house journal. Now, our mentor, Mr. M.B. Jairam, thought, now if this is going to cater only to the corporates and all, to those people in the public relations, we need another forum catering to the young minds like y'all, the students who need a forum to express themselves, to come together, to network. And hence was started the YCC, the arm of Public Relation Council of India. It is for the youth, by the youth, and of the youth. Yeah, what do you all do now? You represent the youth community from all fields of society under a single non-political and a non-governmental umbrella. So we are basically an NGO and nothing to do with politics. Well, how is it going to help you all? So YCC is going to help you students to communicate effectively, regularly, and with purpose, and a sort of a responsibility also for a better society. So that is one of our most important mission statement. The third is to bring in accountability in leadership. You see, the young minds, you'll have to take up leadership position, be it anywhere. Let's say a group of girls, you're all in the canteen. At that time, would you have noticed that some of you would be gatherings, everybody attention there. The entire, let's say there are 11, and the 10 of them would be looking at you, hearing you speak, listening to you for your ideas, etc. So this is leaderships. It can be developed at the street corner, it can be developed in your campus canteen, it can be developed in your classroom, and even in your family when you take up certain leadership role. So we want to bring in some accountability in leadership and help each one of you to become good and responsible citizens. In fact, this is when our elders chartered it, when all of us brought it together, this was the main thing we thought it should be included in the mission statement. And the next is, you're all studying, you're all in the college. When you move out from the college, you take up different responsibilities. You start working. Yes, there's a career in front of you ahead. And then however much we do, whatever we do, there's always a gap between what you have learned and what is there in the company or wherever you are trying to work. You are there to work. But still, nobody can bridge it. Only you can do it. But at least what we are trying to do is little amount of gap, if it exists, the gap is more. But we try to bridge the little gap which will exist from your college to campus. And we help you to become corporate ready. That is at least in the soft skills areas. Many things we help you, and also your interaction with different people would help you all to bridge that gap. And we help you to become more knowledgeable and responsible professionals, because you are the youth for tomorrow and you need to find solutions to stay together. Well, that is actually our mission statement, my dear friends. And now, when I say bridging the gaps, it is actually, we would say it is a three-pronged approach. Why? Because student, you need to become industry friendly, you need to become industry ready, and then you need to be empowered with knowledge, skills, attitude. I'm not going to talk because there is no university or no forum to teach you attitude. It is something which each one of us have to develop. A proper, positive, a nice attitude. And so YCC is a platform for you to innovate. We give you the platform. It is up to you to use how well you use it. The second is, when I say three-pronged approach, one is about the students, the second is with regarding the faculty, and the third is the industry. The faculty, you could have train-the-trainer program, skill upgradation, interaction among different colleges, and now it is like, you've brought in so many colleges, representatives from so many colleges here, so you participate with the professionals from the corporates who come to our different forums, and then you start innovating your teaching, new ideas are there. Industry, it would be addressing the concerns. You students, when you come out, you might have certain concerns. You can interact with them and ask them for it. Building a professional talent, creating opportunities, career counseling, internships, and placements. So that is why we are looking into the future where all this, the three-pronged approach could be dealt with. Well, students, all of your students, and actually it's a floating population in every college. You are there for 3 years or 4 years, if it is an honors or something like that, and then afterwards you move out. But earlier the better. Let us say you're in your BA literature in the first year. It is good to become members because you will have solid 3 years to be with YCC, gain certain things, and then the second year and the second year students can also become. Now, we usually, when we started it, we thought that the following streams of students can become members of YCC: journalism and mass communication, and public relations and advertisement, business administration like the BBM, MBA, HR, the social media courses, and all this. But then later on, what happened is the demand started coming from BA corporates, okay, and then BA English literature, and BA many students started asking, why are we isolated? And then now, we've almost integrated everybody. And of course, the first preference come to journalism and mass communication, but still it doesn't matter. We do take BA students, BA, BSc, BCom, all of you can also become members of Young Communicators Club. Now, again, I will quickly, what are the benefits once you register with YCC? That is, you get a well-recognized, a larger social and a professional platform for of communicators and PR professionals under the banner of Public Relation Council of India. YCC, you must remember, is not an independent body. It comes only under the parent body. So then periodic seminars and workshops which we conduct, which involves professionals and bureaucrats and senior professors, academicians, would give value add on to the students. Especially now, if you had noticed, like from last year, March, the amount, the quantity of workshops we had done on the Zoom platform and Google was like, innumerable. And there were lots exclusively which we had sculpted only for the students. And it was so good. And in fact, we left the students to do it, to arrange it, to call for speakers, everything they had arranged. So this is a beautiful platform. And then again, I said it is again a bridge. And then, so what we do is YCC, we provide wings to your students, innovative ideas and ambitions. And Young Communicators Club, managed and run by the students themselves under the professional guidance of seniors. And students, you would get a highly valued commendation certificate from Public Relation Council of India, YCC, after you complete 2 years. And this could definitely add value to your CVs. So these are the benefits, my dear friends, which you would get. We have a YCC National Advisory Board, and we have Mr. M.B. Jaira, founder, YCC chief mentor, and chairman emeritus PRCI. He's there on the top. And then we have also Narendra. He was a past advisor and public information officer to almost like to several prime ministers, government of India. He's again one of the advisors. And then I'm there, Geeta Shankar, I'm the president of the YCC board. And then we also have Dr. T. Vinay Kumar, who's the Public Relation Council of India national president. And you have C.J. Singh, and Vinay Kumar and C.J. Singh are the vice presidents of the advisory board, and you have Ravindran from Mumbai as a secretary YCC board, along with 11 directors. And what we advisory board we do is we oversee the work with the team. And this is how the hierarchy chart comes. You have the YCC National Advisory Board, and below that you have the YCC National Chairman and the National Secretary. We have Ms. Chinmayi as the National Chairman, and then we have Avinash Gawai as a National Secretary and the different office bearers. And then below that, you have the YCC state heads, YCC chapter heads, and then the YCC college team. I hope you've got it. So now YCC state heads you have, for example, let us say a Kerala state. Yeah, and then you have the YCC chapter heads, and then you have the YCC college team. Now, YCC state head, I think Mr. Ram Menon, he's the YCC state head, and then you have the YCC chapter head. Suppose you're in Trivandrum, and now you have ma'am as your head, and then you have the YCC college team. So, this is how it works, the hierarchy chart. Now, the YCC college level teams, we have a YCC team in All Saints College. So, YCC Young Communicators Club is there. And you have the colleges, the universities, all these there. And here you have a faculty coordinator and you have students coordinator. A faculty coordinator can also be two, depending on the strength. Suppose the strength of your college is more. Let us say you have lots of students, 500. One faculty coordinator might not be enough. You can write to the YCC, the state head, and then you can also just keep us informed saying that we have 2 faculty coordinators or 3 faculty coordinators. You could, that is, we leave it to you. And then the student coordinators you have, and then you can probably give them titles like he or she is the All Saints College YCC president. You can have a vice president, you can have a secretary, you can have a joint secretary, you can have a treasurer, and then you can have 5 or 6 people who can be your executive committee members. So you faculty coordinators and student coordinators, you can give the students different designations. We leave it to you, and you can always refer to us. You can ask us certain things. Now, what do you all do now? So each college level team will be headed by faculty coordinators and a student secretary or the head of the student coordinator. Now, they carry the directives and the decisions of the chapter directors. So you are reporting to Trivandrum chapter head. Okay. And so you are reporting to them, and then also to the YCC state head, Mr. Ram. Right. So this is how you function. Now, what do you do now? You have to manage the student members at your college level. So their names, their email IDs, phone numbers, all that you will have, that database you will have to manage and share it with the Trivandrum chapter head and also to the YCC state head, and later on it comes to the national head. This database you'll have to manage, and anybody leaves out, you should be able to delete that. See, data management is such a, it's actually the toughest, and to manage it is very challenging. Now, so you are managing the student members in your college. And you're also responsible for enrollment of these students in your YCC. Any questions? Bigger the strength, very good it is. And you have to ensure that the YCC rules and regulations are not flouted and you adhere to it with discipline. Okay, what are those rules like? No, you wear a badge. And then it is not that any program of YCC should have the YCC logo, the YCC banner, etc. And you need to conduct events, workshops, competitions, trainings, etc. at regular intervals. It could be like monthly ones, or it could be bi-monthly, for which you need to give a lot of publicity. It has to come to us. It has to reach us. You can tag us. It can be on the social media, all those things. And in fact, the thing is, we say we are responsible for conducting at least one event every 3 months involving your college students, or some of you colleges could get together and do it also. Then we bring out Kautilya, our newsletter, for the students, for YCC. Okay. So now we need articles, we need stories from you all. It could be your competition, whatever you have done. It could be a photography competition or a literary symposium. You could send us the photographs with an article, with the photo captions, and send it to us, and that will be carried on. And you can write lots of articles according to the theme, what we give you all, okay? And maintain all the records, documents, registers, and all materials of YCC relating to the college team. And you report to the YCC chapter director. It could be in Trivandrum. And Kochi team means they report to that YCC chapter director. We'll work out all that. Okay. So this is about your responsibility. And in fact, we have an application for membership. I will share it with your officials. And I think you will be charged, each of you would be charged around, when I was there, it was 100 rupees. But now I heard from Mr. Prashant that it is 200 rupees now for a year. Yeah, and then this you fill it up, giving your father's name, mother's name, your date of birth, your college, your university, what are you studying now, what are your hobbies, your email ID, phone, Twitter, your Facebook account, etc. And then I think with the 3 photographs of yours, one affixed on this. It can be a soft copy also. So that is it. So this is about the YCC thing. So in fact, I would tell you there's a lot of scope here. There's a lot of scope. It depends, like we have our global conclave every year. This year we are planning it. Everything goes well in September in Goa. In fact, YCC, we have a separate session for the YCC students. We have a theme. And then during those times also, we bring out the 2 days, we bring out a sort of a journal quickly, and the students do it. The students are for the red carpet, they go interview all those people who have come from corporates, a chief guest. We have very good important guests coming for the function, and so it is yours, it is your function. You will be we will it depends. I cannot commit myself now. If you're taken there, like, you would be given free food, boarding, lodging, etc., and then you can enjoy there. There's a lot of learning for you all, so this learning it comes handy for you all. In fact, we had also entered into YCC. We entered into MOU with many universities. We had the Symbiosis Pune we had signed MOU with them. That was in the year 2019 for training, guest lectures, consultancy, industry connects, and placement guidance. And then, in fact, the Symbiosis student, they brought out the Kautilya last year. In fact, the cover design, everything was done by them, and we had lots of articles for them. And this was how everything was done for them. Okay, and now it is like, a question time for y'all, and what y'all want to ask me, I'll try to answer them and hope it is clear. It is very simple and clear. It is just that you're starting a chapter in your college. You enroll people, you have the documents, you organize events, and send the report as soon as it is done to the YCC chapter head, and later on it moves to Mr. Ram Menon, and that is how it works. And then you have to be in the limelight, participate in all our events, our Zoom meetings, etc. And then, in fact, we are celebrating Daughters' Day on July 19th, and 3 YCC students have already registered for a panel discussion. In fact, since the time is only 90 minutes, we've taken 6 PRCI members and 3 YCC from all over India we've taken. And so you can join on that day, and I wish you all participate and get a lot of value addition from this. Do you have any questions, my dear friends? Yes. That's what we say in YCC, is celebrate whatever you accomplish, but raise the bar each time you succeed. Okay, so you're great students. The youth is so empowered. You're so powerful. So you celebrate. You are destined to do so many things. So whatever you have done, you can celebrate it. But still, let us not stay in that bar itself. See, there is something like being versus doing. Yeah? Yes, what the being as well as the doing, that which is the acting, which is the action part. And then the same thing, learning versus transformation. We all learn so many things, but are we transforming ourselves? It is just that, ask yourself. We have so many, we know about spirituality, we know about ethics, we know about morality. We learn all that. Our parents have taught us, your teachers have taught you all. Okay, your peers, whomsoever, your uncle, auntie. The college is a great institution where you're learning. But are we transforming? So check on that, whether you're transforming. Because all of us have something called cognitive reconstruction, which means you need to reconstruct your cognition. You have to look at one situation from different perspectives. Okay, it is not that one itself. Then what happens is we become saturated. And I would also say no unauthorized biographies from any of you. That is, whatever we see, we carry it in our hearts. Don't forget that it can be distorted. So we need biographies which are authorized. I don't want, that is with a camera. You go there and freeze your camera and then gone. You're only shooting there. But what happened? There is something happening on the other side of the world. So anything, whatever you see or whatever you listen, sometimes it might be distorted. That it could be a perception. It could be one side, but there are many angles to a camera. So just ask yourself, my dear friends, these questions. Are you upscaling every day? Every day, are you upscaling? Second, are you connected with the right people? That's the second question. Each one of us have to ask, me, you, everyone, and are you learning from the best? So these three questions would help you to understand yourself and find out. It would give you a lot on self-awareness. So these are the questions which each one of us have to ask ourselves. Are you upscaling every day? Are you connected with the right people? And are you learning from the best? I think I wouldn't like to take more of your time. That's it. If you have any questions, I'm open. Okay, you can always stay connected with us. It's a forum for you all. It is your forum. Thank you so much, and thank you for this lovely opportunity. Thank you.
So as Geeta ma'am has said, the forum is now open for questions. Those who are in the meet can unmute themselves and ask questions or doubts. And those who are watching the live stream on YouTube, please feel free to use the chat box.
I think I see Dr. Vinay Kumar. Good evening, Dr. Vinay Kumar. He's our national president, Public Relation Council of India.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I couldn't join on time. I was traveling. Hope everything is going on very well. Geeta ji is there. What more you want?
Thank you.
I don't want to disturb or interrupt your proceedings. I just drop you, say hello to all of you. Have a good day. Have a good session. Learn whatever possible, as Geeta ji suggested. Learning is the best thing, because I've taken my PhD at the age of 60 years. So you can make me a role model. So the learning curve, it should go. The age or anything is not a matter at all. It's not a criterion. You should keep on learning. So that is my advice to all my young friends. Thank you very much. Please keep going.
Thank you, Vinay, for joining.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Kushagrika and I'm from Amrita School for Arts and Sciences. I'm the secretary for YCC chapter here. And I wanted to ask you something about how you would, some ideas for what you would like to see amongst the YCC members during this pandemic time, about like some proceedings and what kind of events can we hold during this time?
Okay, what would I like to see? I like so many things. See, I like dramatics. I like essays. I like to read essays which has been written by you students. I would like elocution contest. I would like you all to write poems and read it out. I would like cultural activities, and I like or even short ones, like you can take a picture and write a caption for that. Many things, anything regarding communication is what I would like. Anything, your speech contest. Okay, I like lots of things. Probably I have missed out a few. Anything is communication. Anything is communication. So it has a wide range. I would like all this. And you can add something more also.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And also I wanted to say how enlightening your talk was. Really enjoyed it and learned more about art, because we just became members of YCC. So it was a good way to learn more about what we are doing and what our path is. And I hope that even our chapter will be able to contribute some amazing things to this amazing initiative. We really learned a lot over the past few days, also past few weeks, through all of the events. So really enjoying it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm Afra from All Saints College, Trivandrum. I would like to ask a question that how do we apply for internships through YCC?
See, internships, it is still in the offing Yeah, I wouldn't say we are fully prepared for internships. Okay. And then we were getting ourselves prepared for that. And then we had this COVID disaster. So it will come. It is only through reference sometime. It is going to take some time. But definitely we are, the entire team is working onto it. So do not expect at once you will get internships and things like that. We need some time to work on it. Now only things are opening up. So anything comes by reference and we want at once, we will post it. Yeah. But not immediately. It will happen, and it will happen in the near future.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, we are being very genuine and very transparent. We are not promising you the sky and then later on. Okay, we are being very genuine.
Yes, ma'am.
This is what our chairman emeritus always believes in.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Arjuna from St. Joseph Devagiri College. Ma'am, my question is that, so there are many stereotypes in our society. So the YCC is training us to be a better leaders of tomorrow. As a woman leader, how much it is important to break stereotypes, and as a leader, which all conflicts did you face as a leader?
There are two sections in your question. As a leader, breaking the stereotype of a leader, correct?
Yes, how much it is important to break the stereotypes of a society as a leader, and how did you face the conflicts?
I won't say that I'm a leader or anything. Yeah, that is, I've had lots of struggles, and so breaking the stereotype to leadership is like, one thing about me is like, after a particular point of time, I get saturated on what I'm doing. I won't say to saturate it, because I want to learn, relearn, transform myself. So I started off my career as a youth announcer in All India Radio. Okay. At that time, my kids were small, so that it was only like, 2 hours or 3 hours. Then I moved on, and then the kids started growing up, and I became a full-fledged announcer in Doordarshan. I was an announcer in Doordarshan for 10 years. Yes. And then it was the time, like, when my kids were almost going to school and I could take a general shift. Then what happened? I said, what? All this paint on my face and all that, there's not much of creativity. Then I broke it loose, and then I moved on to Anna University in Chennai. At that time, my husband was in Chennai and we were there. And I was with the Anna University, I was doing script for AVRC, Audio, Visual and Research Center in Anna University, where we used to have those UGC programs. I started writing scripts for them, shoot those scripts, and on different themes, all the dances of India, everything on management topics, etc. I was with AVRC in Anna University. Then after some time, I moved on to a special school that because of a tragedy in my personal life, I thought that non-governmental organization, the Spastic Society of India, with the specially abled children, it gave me a lot of solace and relief. And it was the first time I became the public relations officer there. And it was then I started understanding what is PR. So like that, I moved into my career for the past 30 years, flitting here and there. And that a few years, how many ever years I was there, I took up leadership position. I never compromised for anything down. I was a public relations officer in that NGO. I was like the top. And then I moved to the Gulf. I was heading an institute there, which is called Polyglot Institute. I was a business administration. So I aimed for that, for which I had to do a lot of hard work. Again and again, start from the scratch. Again and again, learn is what Dr. Vinay was telling. Like he got his PhD when he was 60 years. Like then again and again, reinventing myself. So life is not at all boring for me. There's so many activities to do every time. And then now I'm with an NGO here again in Bangalore, where I'm a communication consultant. I'm learning so many things here. So all this probably, it doesn't saturate me. So age is only a number. And I'm learning new things. And I have a team of youngsters with me in this NGO. Everything they are teaching me and I'm learning from them. Yeah, that is it. Okay, lots of challenges are there. Okay, but still, I believe in the law of attraction and the law of universe. I'm able to wade through. I hope I didn't bore you. Okay.
Ma'am, your talk was really inspiring and is inspiring us to work more and more. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I'm Alia from All Saints College, Trivandrum. So my question is, as office bearers, what can we do to optimize our experience?
To optimize your experience, bring in lots of people. There lies your PR skill. Enroll a lot of people into the YCC. You'll have to explain it to them, for which you should be very sure what is YCC. When you're going to sell a product, you should be confident that this is YCC, this is Young Communicators Club, enrolling. That shows your marketing skills, your communication skills comes to the front, your attitude develops. Then enroll them and see to it that there are no grievances there. If there are any grievances, you should try to solve it. You can take the support of your elders. You just don't say anything like that. Take the support of your elders. And then organize qualitative programs. Wow, the audience should say, we've never seen such a program. We've never witnessed such a program. Quality, because attention to details. Quality, because we all believe in total quality people. TQP. So your program should also be qualitative. All right. Organize competitions, seminars, workshops, lots of things. All right. And what else? And then when you come to our global conclave, see that you interact with everybody, with all people in YCC, and don't stick only to your college. Okay, network. You get into a rocket ship, don't ask which seat I should occupy. Start networking, because once you get seated, you're not going to get up from your seat. Don't sit, stand and network with a lot of people. Okay, this is what you can excel.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
I am Ruhi from Chinmaya College, Kannur. My question is, what one word best sums up you and your vision to PRCI?
What one word sums up dedication, energy. Yeah. All right. Energy, enthusiasm, dedication, commitment. There are many. Okay. At the same time, I also get pissed off with certain things. Of course, that is different. I'm very transparent. I'm a transparent person, but it is only dedication, my energy, and my love for my PR fraternity people. I love them so much. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. The answer is so beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Charulata.
My name is Charulata. I'm from Lead College of Management, Palkas.
Okay.
So I have a question there. How can we organize guest or personalities while we conducting seminars or workshops?
How can we? Sorry, how can we?
How can we organize like guests and other personalities while we conduct seminars or workshops?
Yeah,
do we get any help from YCC, like organizing guests or something?
First of all, you decide on what is the topic you want for your seminar or for your workshop.
Okay.
First, you freeze on that. Taking the opinion of all your people, you all brainstorm, bring in around 10 topics and then brainstorm. What is the need of the hour? We don't want old ones. Yeah. We want trending topics. Old ones are so boring. Get that. Okay. And then shortlist the speakers. Shortlist the speaker. How many are there? And ask each of your friends to get 3 or 4 people who would, like honorary speakers, there's no payment here, honorary, like, anybody would love to address to the youth. Okay. Shortlist the speakers and then go and see their profile either in LinkedIn or anything. And then shortlist them. Okay. So somebody and who's also got a lot of Facebook followers, Twitter followers, Instagram followers, all that, because this particular person, if you invite, he's also going to invite his friends, and then you'll have lots of audience also for it. So all that you'll have to keep in mind when you invite somebody. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone? Any more questions?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Myself, Sandra Edward from All Saints College.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, my question is, if we want to organize pan-India competitions for YCC members, what sort of support can we expect from YCC?
See, this is like, a pan-India competition. Yeah. So, which means you'll have to go through your state head, that is a chapter head of PRCI YCC, and then connect you to the state head. And then if we can float it in the WhatsApp group, and you can connect with the different people in the different chapters, YCC Bengaluru, YCC Guwahati, YCC Hyderabad, okay? With the chairpersons of them, you can organize it. It's not a big thing. And all the more now you have all this WhatsApp group, we have different WhatsApp groups, that can be done. Okay, you can get in touch with your PRCI head, the chapter head, and then they will in fact go to Mr. Ram Menon, and then all this can be done. It can be done. It's not a big thing.
Yes,
and it could be like, PRCI, YCC, All Saints College, Trivandrum is doing this, and it would be really good. This is a very good idea. And because most of them, they do it only within their chapters or within their cities. This is like if you are ready, and which means there's a lot of work also involved. Yeah. Lots of work would be involved also. You need to have a platform for that. Okay. And then what are the conditions, rules and regulations? And then it has to go onto the YouTube. You need some technical support. Be good one, but it will be really interesting, but there'll be a lot of hard work for which, you'll have to work at least for 3 months minimum in order to organize everything. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, we are ready to take it up.
Good. That's a good idea. Lovely.
Geeta ma'am, there is one question that is posted in our YouTube chat box. The question is it possible for the YCC to organize certificate courses in skill development, as it might carry value in the corporate sector?
We had a certificate course organized by PRCI YCC 3 months back. Yes, we did have. This was about for the journalism students and all of them. In fact, there were so many participants. Yeah, we can definitely organize. And what is the second part? Does the question have a second part? Skill development. What type of a skill? I want you all to be more specific. What do you want? What skill do you want? Writing your CV? Writing a covering letter? Yeah, very important. All those are very important for you college students. It is not just copy and paste, okay? You need to have a very good CV of yours. The covering letter is very important. All those things are there. Many workshops could be done. It can be a skill training program also. Yes, we can do it. So specify what is it you want. We could do it. A short course. Yes, it can be done.
Ma'am, what if it is to improve our soft skills and for self-presentation?
What is it you need? What is it you need? Soft skills. No, it is soft skills. It's again a gambit. You have communication skills. You have time management is also a soft skill. You have leadership skills. and then interpersonal skills you have, and then crisis management, all these are there. So more than the hard skills are the technical aspects of your skills. Okay, soft skills are very, very important. What was your question? Sorry, my dear. Sorry.
Ma'am, I just added to what Vani asked about skill development.
Mm-hmm.
So you had asked what types of skills?
Okay, soft skills is a huge one, Specify what you want in that. Is it communication skills? Is it interpersonal skills? Is it team building? Is it leadership?
Ma'am, about personal development and interpersonal skills and everything.
Yeah. That can be, it can be a personal effectiveness. That can be a soft skill. Personal effectiveness contains everything. Communication, what to communicate, how to communicate, and how do I conduct myself, my way of dressing, my etiquette, how do I talk to people, my voice, tone, my body language, all those. Yes, it comes under personal effectiveness, which is a very important soft skill. And anywhere, anytime, and this is in fact, I would say it is also life skill, which is very important. And people are always judging us. Yeah, how we talk, what we talk. So this is very important, and this can be done. It can be done, my dear friends. Yes. The next.
Geeta.
Yeah.
I find all the girls are asking questions. What about our boys? There are a lot of smart boys are actually in the team.
Probably they are like, they've told the girls, oh, you first, and come on, you do it.
Come on, boys. I think, it is time you asked a question to Geeta.
I see Naveen here. Naveen, hi Naveen.
Yeah, hi ma'am. Actually, I was giving a chance for girls to come up. So, yeah. It's funny, right? So, actually, I had a doubt. In the last meeting, people were saying that there is a conference in Goa.
Yes.
Yeah. I was wondering which all people from your attend the program, whether we people can attend or not.
Yeah. We have a separate exclusive session for the YCC. We have an exclusive session for the YCC. And Ms. Chinmayi will be giving you all the details, etc. Yeah, we'll be working on it, and she'll be passing it on to you.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else, friends, my dear girls, my dear boys? Yeah? No? If there are no questions, then probably we can wind up. Yeah?
Thank you, dear fellow YCC office bearers across the state for contributing with your questions. It is great to realize that we all have the same wavelength. And thank you, Geeta ma'am, for your informative and energetic words. We were very happy to note your relationship with All Saints College, and it was wonderful to start an address that covered the foundational information regarding YCC and for showing us the immense possibilities that YCC brings us. It has indeed charged us up and shown us the avenues available for us to excel. We have now come to the end of our program. I now invite Ms. Kuku Xavier, Faculty Coordinator of All Saints College Chapter, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gauri, sorry to interrupt. I think before Kuku ma'am comes, I would like to share a word with all of you. I think
sure, sir.
This is the first orientation by YCC, and I feel that I think our Geeta ji should come once in a while to enlighten and inspire us through her ideas and suggestions. And in fact, it was a good number. I think we touched on the almost 60. Now it's a fag end of our program, but then still we have 55. And not other members are actually attending the YouTube airing. And at one point of time, we reached 70. I think I'm glad actually all of you have turned up today to listen to Geeta ji. And I think you should, now I think after attending this session, you are all, I think, rather geared up and fired up to, move forward and have various programs and activities. In fact, I think a few of the YCC members are missing because of their exams. Some of them have, especially the final years, have got exams on Monday. And I think, so what you need to do is actually, you need to share those who attended actually today, to share actually what the session was all about with others, so they can be also updated on that. And of course, we have recorded this session, which the others definitely can listen to it. Kuku ma'am, please arrange to send this to me so that I can share this with the recording with all of them, because a lot of people have, I think quite a few in fact have missed because of the exams. Because Monday, I think to me, I think around almost 20-25 student leaders are actually writing their final exams on Monday. So I think they're all actually in the midst of their studies. So thank you all actually for turning up, and in fact a big thank you to the faculty coordinator who you actually leading from the front. That's leading by example. Thank you that, and I'm sure now Kuku ma'am has to something very interesting to share with us, and let's listen to her. Thank you. And thank you, Geeta ji. Thank you, Geeta ji.
Always. Thank you, Mr. Ram. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Kuku Xavier, faculty coordinator of All Saints College chapter. So this orientation, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. This orientation program is actually an event we were looking forward to all these days as an essential landmark in the journey that we have charted out for the YCC. It was a way of animating our students and sharpening their leadership skills to help them take charge of not just the club but also of their destinies. And I'm happy to see that we were right. I would like to thank Mr. Ramsey Menon for responding to our vision, for helping us organize the event, and we thank PRCI and the national level leadership of the YCC for taking up our suggestions and bringing out their best personnel for this event. Thank you, Ms. Geeta Shankar. Your interaction was memorable, interesting and engaging. The directions you have provided will serve as our guidelines and also serve to inspire us and the young leaders. To the faculty coordinators joining us from all over the state, thank you for your presence and participation. It is wonderful to be in touch. We look forward to such synergized ventures. To the stars of the day, the young leaders from the entire Kerala, thank you for your energetic response, for the initiative you were showing, the kind of questions you were asking. Thank you. And to the office bearers of the All Saints chapter of the YCC, our own children, thank you for your dedication, your cheerful willingness to participate, organize and monitor. And I thank Dr. Sonia Jain Nair, head of our Department of English, All Saints College, for the constant support. And I thank our parent college, All Saints College, Trivandrum, and all the administrators for their upstanding support. I thank everyone for their goodwill. Thank you.
Kuku ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Gauri, one second.
Yes, sir.
Gauri, wind up. I'm sure you all are fired up. And how you will show that you are all fired up by tomorrow is actually the webinar of Kochi chapter of PRCI in the National Talent Hunt webinar competition. I want all of you to be there tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I think I have sent that flyer as well as the link to Zoom to each faculty coordinator. So my request to faculty coordinator is also please pass this link to all your office bearers, including the executive committee members. And I want we to give actually a great support to Kochi team. They are all, in fact, even in the midst of it, actually they were all, I think, were actually being part of this also. As part of I think tomorrow, and this is a very prestigious competition which is happening pan India in PRCI, and this is a combination of PRCA and YCC, and I want all of you to be there tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock to cheer for our Kochi team. Okay, won't you?
Yes, sir, we'll all be there.
Okay, thank you. That's the spirit. Thank you so much.
So, once again, thank you, Kuku ma'am, for your words. And thanks to all the office bearers and officials who joined us today. I'm sure that it was a learning and enriching experience for all of us. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.